Won what tena won't count but me busa won hade. Cause me once and won to them, but me busa wa hade.
Okay.
Won what tena suko bia kosu modam no. Womo sorry won nam. Ana on say Yesu so na yete so obi wo ho a otumi dana na dwen ye ne say ogina kwan ho dwonso.
Na wa dwonso go kata so
ha. Eya na wo adwen ye o mo say wo mada na wo so da so mo dwonso kwan ho. Wabra mo dam paso ana se ede na be o madwen
sanya show kakra na aba mu ana me so o ma anwen hu mi
anope me bonya me mpa se metimi a hye me ho so
ene e we Yesu dim
if you say said ye yesi ye o man no me matna se ye hu say this government, they are mad. All of them. They are mad. From whoever to whoever, they are mad. You see? One yan say ni bi kura sorry mpon krokro nipa na we prag no kakra o. Now, what to say obi enya ka kwanhia da kwan ho moja nwunu no ne nan etwa na wo be ka kire no kwan no ho say 5 years ago wo bra beje me ge enipa no we pra say some say aduru pru mebo
ya duru pru no east
efi ho baby aduru no baby ade no akwakoduro eno no. Now we were talking about 7-8 constituencies in the Volta region.
Yeah.
Say no, atra 9, eko 10. Now, ben tema. And yebia yentimi antena se ehunu nyansa and quantify the damage ade we beba, ede beba. And what other means are necessary ye employ, na ye deploy. Said be ya nipa ehwo beto won ye hu sa nyansa na de to so bi o me say enso we ti good etifa tema pe asamaba and say ya me no ka say still ya no they are spilling. And you see, instead, say, as a people, as a country, leaders will sit down and have a means to deal with this situation. People are talking stupid. People are talking rubbish. Now, then I know I'm a faulter. President in Emuno Kade. So, a nipana, a wohono. Me minim say. A ban of voter region for Akufo Addo Buomo to say cockroaches. I don't want to talk about it. He doesn't respect anybody from the voter region. He will not, shall not, and never will he respect anything from the voter region. It's a whole year discussion. Let's throw it somewhere. There are MMDCs in that location. Nadmu ewo ho Ghana Police Service Edwo Marines no eko ho Ghana Armed Forces omo fi ho. Let nobody deceive anybody. They got out of the place. When Okujato came out, then they decided that okay, nipa be intent na kakra ne because soldier for no ye ma omo days dodo won kodi wo ho. Eti say ya titi Mr. Niama Sumame ene ya titi say mumma modia mon kwa he ye kwa axim he kwa me nkruma krom mon kodi na sen ye say ye kwa ukuada ye wada efiada memeneda kwasiada ne ye wie nti adwada na mo he dwada ne ye wadwum na Mr. Niama oye Chief Operations Officer ordinance asase na wasan na fe ode ama Shando for ye General Manager ma onua na si anti bi pa ombebo na mane omo pa omo mo na mane as the CEO Hey, me so ada mate me ma me post.
Group
CEO. So no. Ni dia so be say TV no eye adwuma. The workers are safe. Obi are okay to work. See. But say juada bedru na ya atiti abatago aba captain maye anopa ko. Me say niama. Koyo. Abasi.
Sober Academy.
BBI fine. Boss, BBI fine. Okay. Awanyen day. Hey, aya, ma one from was show no do ewa. Na aka bibi na ye hu there. Ewo ye wie. Ya ye show there wie. E won the phone no so. This is how leaders work. Leadership is not a job, it's a work. Leadership, it's not a job. It's not J-O-B, job. It's a work. W-O-R-K. So the K represents knowledge. If you are not knowledgeable, you can lead people. Forget it. You must have knowledge. And right here, for Akufo from Voltarian region, Femi. Now, ohini su. So ohini su ahim kwa nyede. We sit here in this country, we garnish and we massage issues as if there's no tomorrow. A whole banks in Zwafa. It is a wuye. Now, Koshia managing director be a NASA accountant be a or no pen be a dada. Next can we are not catch us in zone at the Koya. Na ye. You guys are crazy. Heh? Ensuo no. Yamfa ne se ebuso ti ye pese ye bie. Ye se afedi ye na akoso modam no e vibrate. Hwan na man vibrate ye? Ya titi. No the electrical shocks. Ko hye ho. E no so ye na e woso. Hwan na man dam no start say e vibrate. Look, they na deputy managing director in charge of services ba ha no. Na nsem bi ho mpesa me keka but me so ye pani ti mi jae me wo ba me a me mia but I thought that's why I consider kakra because when you PC abonten won obi shaw say ye wo a when hu papa wani so hwade o oba ye no aseme no bekan ene nsuo no wo tribute aso obi awuo Nana kwa me beba bekan ne wafa penny tribute. Yenim say nsuo they've got attributes and whatever. But wunim asem me kan ye from multimedia time. Say Ghana ye rivers ye war that was when omo be a Bagri dam me di asem bae e wo Ghana ha. And I said say eti ye nye obi amfa ne nko ba bia nkosua ade about how to manage ensua eyiri yemu mpoya yem duru baabi ayi yesua kan ehunu so wonim say we ka bom we fi ha ensua bia wa asase so ye sutade kese bia no e won enkrobata ne nam ho no enkrobata ne bia de ewom bi nyini a e cho say ensuo no e ba be yiri so wo abusua boda ni wo mu a ebia wo fie hwese wo nua be ma bia na se wabusuani bi abodama ada aduane ni fie ho no omma ada be hu bodane ni wo fie gate na no bia chese aduane aba fie ho nti wo kura kom de wakom ka se wo benya bia di etina nka obi betimi atena se ehunu se no this part of the river eyiri eden na wo ho o se o start bia 15 September fantastic 15 September, could we have spilled this water somewhere in June? Knowing very well, say, Ghana Meteorological Service, 18th February 2023, that ensuing better from February up to the end of November. Eti yeti say ya me no kase no. ensuo no na yenim se ebe top more no na ensuo bi aso yiri. It's from February to November. Contingency plan ben ene ye de bia me kasa hwe woti wi asimu da wo ye be makura se wonim se wan hye condom na wubutu oba so ebu atopa kai hu sa wo de ka 50 years temi bi wo ye be ma wo wro wo dross ekonum edro ma be ma so re potiti sa ba edi wro ba hem so podwa wubu no so bu atopa epodwa atopa bi a wubu no 50 years ka na waba ato no. Maybe you don't know. Because get nyanyem pa e kada ho. Am I right fi say akwada no wo hwe no from day one na ne ma me ne be catch us say wanyem no. E me ma ne bi suro nyinsen tie ye no se koyigu mi suro nyinsen menyem wo na de ba wo be wo. Wo be wo ba no. Na fei when who say Bosume nkro kada ho. Ye wo no to ho nge from day 1 up to age 20 ye woka. Eti man sori mbu nkwase atopa. Bu nkwase atopa sa 50 years ka ene waja to wanim no. Eti ada Ghana Meteorological Service e boy en kase say hey ensuo de beto from February to November na ese company for sha se adwen. Akoso mo be yiri flood in Bebankran. All the flood prone areas ni no ensuo ni be yiri. You've got somebody to even give you a hint. So what stops you from succeeding? Ye na ye kwa kopesika. Anti bi afre ya titia ka chense yai. Katemu komen kobi to boase. Sika no om se kumase na wo. Na mum sika no e won samom. Ntu de twen mo muntuka entwem nko. Wonya te so maduru kononwo a na won so wasim sa wo konsamom. Na ya titi atena ha. Na wentie anti bi afutuo na ya titi adikan. O de tago matches box na eko. Ana yenso ya di V8 na edi akire. Ana ya ko hu sa ya titi ejina eye Robert so moy. Nsawom ho. Na o pake ne amagu ni kem. Ye duru ho aye be den. Ye begina. You see, nyansa ya de wo he obi a wagimi na wagimi me gimi mi njai kada wontimi ntie mi adai he wagimi wonim nyansa ye ni adantamu so wonim nyansa kakra no ye gimi fo kakra da bi etiseska wo obi a wo bi woni bi ya the middle income dada woni bi ya se hunu no ayi so ase dabi ye be yi o ma me ewu akobo be say ye be dan ka cement ase efuru hu kan ye dan na hwana smile it is say no ensuo that displace over 200,000 people enipa ensuo ne tu we free won fie no 200,000. Meanwhile Ghana ye were a deficit, housing deficit of over 10 million. Almost around my parliament Joe manum say housing deficit no 2 million. I am telling you today Ghana a housing deficit no 10 million. O pass say yenye census wo fie ha. Na bi sanana kwa be say dan no tim na ka how many months and the rent awu. Deficit no. Bi say ya tete so ni kuru dan no mutim no. Aka how many months na awu. Bi say Winifred. Bi say Evans. Open here for say. Blue dey fine pa. We am pipi ni ara. For say. Mensa. Bi say Mensa. Say the rent. Aka say na awu. Housing deficit. Say you calculate no. Already we have 10 million housing deficit. And then we have added, artificially we have added more than 200,000 as how the count of Volta region. Now watch this. Volta region, Greater Accra, Ghana Hayinano. Yeah, you see hydrophone blocks in Sidai. We don't use hydrophone blocks in Sidai. Yeah, the blocks, cement blocks, and you Sidai. And your hydrophone. So there's no lightrite. There's no lightrite component. And what Dina you see what Ghana. Me if I wear the presents, I blocks now more the cement near your channel. Much as ebe ending one time quick. Everywhere in this country will be a hydrophone block. What they like? What person want hydrophone? Clay kakra. What the cement kakra? Afrano. So we fat 30 bags of cement. We bet we dey 1,500 blocks. Etu onwurem. Earthquake ba embu. Enwo so na pai. Sa blocks in the DC die. But moko Voltarians say here, eskafa wo no bia person si block die. Now block ejato block die mu a 30 minutes. I say odwiri ni na agu. And I say woman no 4.3 inch plastering just to bring it back and sustain it because people say are you through because of pensuo on pay heat. The other way around, ensuo tie block home for 4 days. For 4 days, sir. As I said, we'll repanel a dino. It's what the more hammer, a boom, boom, ne bupe, a dino and continent. I just want white plaster now. What honey na? No, what's my plaster? As a nipana kwa that dining. Answer plastering no absorb it in so no if you block them. Now I send it to the normal position. That alone, according to building technology, would take you 99 days, almost 5 months. It is a say to a voter region. Any part of the send a wasika or white block no cement no plastic now as a quatamo home. You real so yamina any part them here. When him say ensure tie cement to what check. Now we them obenya cancer. No, are you aware? Oh, America, they don't see wooden structures, they say. In America, UK, the so-called advanced countries, you know, we see wooden structures. What do you mean? Ensure tie cement for a very long time. Extra 4 days, now we them obenya cancer. Opa for cement here one saho, na fa nsuo pete ho, ne jai, na fa denam 30 minutes. Na pusa one some say, that one saho be here. That is what I'm talking about. Ubenya cancer. Ubenya cancer. I say a sua dear. And yet gbra sua dear. Eti say no damage and so kakra na ye bia na course no. It's over $2 billion as some of the canals are no. I have scared that $3 billion. First one I buy and one better to a mother means I can't die. O matete. Kakaya says about next month, and I am for say Yanni a creditors Kokasa. No Masame letter so Magia to say Uncle Jasa. And I have to say, Otia, and I don't tell you to no conhono by and the scanning bow, and the scanning Yasiaba, can frat as I ya, Emma. Say yes, see, and call your creditors, one quadri letters number. See a quadri letters, nobody, yeah, IMF this candy, I can remember. It's Volta reaching alone, and I had the and pay Nakojo Pong Kroma. Look, we have Ubedi minister, one bong, sign bread, radio, TV, so. No, yeah, Kojo Pong Kroma Bedi minister, one bon chain, a jamwabini, can't, one bong. What bong? You see, when you are a minister, you don't just open your mouth and talk. Or say that you have inflation, no. Then you see, any day you know, you call negative 5+. It's projection and say this year the other you know, now you're negative 0.5%, 0.5%. Now next year there, nanka you call positive figure because you yanko. Sanka would dream one tem ma dream to Mirika a chain one one. Kabusa voter region Cabeda. Now when the catcher say a quack to a bar, I buy Ben Yen or Ghana hire quato a bar. The expenditure from what be that? Wabra Mopesa Modeba, me a chincha tetia, Mopesa Baumia, why am I doing some baby 8, baby 94? Why am I say, Sikam, where we are good hobby, no, and no more pumping to election, no, a better inflation bar. And you sit on TV, no, I can't brofu. Because Ghana needs to be Cambro for podium, saying Unimian Sama. So person who so bit brofo no nim yansa no nim yansa. Where is one village one dam? Fa brofo no to ho. Wo person who so bi nim yansa pa na o ka brofo a. One district, one factory. Fa brofo no to ho. COVID ba agenda 111 fa brofo no to ho. Wo kuro mu kwan fa brofo to ho. Fa brofo no to kuro mu kwan no. And run a joke. Yeah, coffee na me dream be home Voltarian. And so no attire assassin so continuous. 24/7. The water levels underground are attaining the peak. Mama chawa de nyame bo asase e da hoyi. And so attire assassin so esese kwa assassin trim. Eti eko ye ka climate change asem na microphone tin ya mabi asem hwe wiem nkwa enso na ataya asase ne so 4-5 days na eda tai so no enye de ye bie ne dadada ne tie o asase ni mu no water stops ni nyina no I full already it is so ni nya ba bi mfa the last resort the sea into the sea. Now watch this. Keta Tagbi baby a hotel na ya quiet that from example Tagbi hotel no one Ellie Beach Resort she baby a pono bedru she baby a pono abedru or Ellie Beach Resort now Cape Coast would do baby a Cape Coast Castle no one she be a pono ababedru kokromante number 1 number 2 number 3 kwaja number 1 number 2 number 3 now we do Cape Coast and Casacra proper ufri maybe a castle no one heading towards Elmina no she be a pono ababedru and don't forget say flood na across India America every part of the world e ponamu na echo enti e pono ebafie a pono bafia e assassin na say absorb ensuo no bi now voter regional assassin no ayema dada it is ensuo no kobo ponim na pono start say obafia. Are we thinking? Look, I want people just to think for me. Just think. Hey, Mabu Beach Resort, one of the best beach resorts in this country. Wama ye Magdan koye sea defense wo. Sea defense no. Omo ye sea defense ah. Omo measuring omo de find tanks. Measuring tank ye sea defense we are measurement they find tanks. Baby and so no corner akopem. Baby a corner akopem. Timer Magdan yes sea defense no. Na 0.01. Say ukwa Mabu Beach Resort. Now who check tanks na. Atra 1, aba 2, aba 3, aba 4. Sura na de neighbor. Basro. Enye obi na ye o. Ensuo na ekobo punumu no. Now let me tell you, say what the chemicals mining na ekogu punumu a insect say ebeko epunase no entimi nko be say asase na wo punase no baby ebunu no wona emu do no mo fa ne depth and yes ah bo say basro just to meet the chemical no eti epubunu na nyame boye bible say epubunu mu ni na no a started frosoro because of the chemicals said be ya entimi nko down the earth down the sea the depth of the sea na nkokum organisms are ewo ho enti no eno abasoro enti epodankasa start epu ebasoro mo amotempo ano no watch me ebo beye area 12 a hwe epo no said o si be heavy first na yete na nkase no short one epo no ebo area 12 a na okwachiri ebo 12 epo no kwachiri bo say asroche no shallow storms, shallow waves. They shallow. But I say 11 o'clock na puneba. And so oba on to me mua swatching the cassia. Kitwe bine guam. What is it telling us? We a leader, kwatnam poano na hwepo the way a behave. You can tell, say, in so far, flood no, a better more. Leaders are not thinking. They are just they are true speech amount. No kind. People are not observing. And observation is part of leadership. When you are working, you have care, knowledge, or you have to observe. Yeah, thank you. You can go. You need to observe. When you are working as a leader, you must have wisdom. And you got to be reliable. There are. And yet, voter region asamna edahonwa. Maybe what you say is just trasa. It is not trasa. I am telling you today, a kakasie and abedahono. But yaria, ebetia to say, ewo ye voter region, you have no idea. Why shall you at the same internal bleeding? Nyame anyo adom na immune system no strong kitwe bia na eku. Say ya me no kase. Educational deficit abeda voter region no. Ye twem 1 week wana sense no ye atra 1 week. Now, say akwada ko school as say otenkran ha. Enye different exams. No kwakotro. The same BEC. Eti we be a schooler or form 3. I say so kwakotro exams. Or no, and so what na fie 2 weeks. Calculate the educational deficit. Pacho, calculate it. What calculate it? Where we no the economics are what the economic value at a voter region reduced by almost $4.3 billion. Maybe you don't know. Economically, voter region reduced by $4.3 billion because from Ho to Tegbi, from Tegbi to Mepe, from Mepe to South Town, from South Town to North Town, from Ho to Dafiamakpo constituency and then in Kanfoni, all the economic activities has come to a halt. Now, kwadu kura na wo duano nsu afa kwadu no makwadu na sei. Sa kwadu no omudua no wo mo export echo the Netherlands. I mean part of Europe. Check the economic value of that alone. Over 45 acres of that banana. You are not doing the calculation. You sit and then you talk just like that. Kwaduna ohono. Ensuo na fa. Ensuo we are tie hono. Medical catch no. Say asase no. Absorb ye wie. Nti e betai ase sa to kwadu we ntimi nso nye papa bia. I say 4,000 acres. Kwaduna say, why the economic calculation? Why we? Education, ya 4.3 billion. We no but the psychological impact, the emotional instability. Ediabaho, say a buy way strategy say ye fee. Na voter region. When we bet to abaswate and confirm mebua weti. You see, you people, you don't think. You are not thinkers. That's my pain. You guys don't think. You think that one in Swabia form Ghana card into a month to Aba train. What they are train the 2024 mra? What they are train. Na catch and say woman in Tuaba for soldier for no kogu ho say yem fa tuo hu hu won wani be ba ho so no na asema si Ghana je abom se ba because Voltarians are angry now. I just don't want to say this. Yeah, Ashanti region in voter region won su ye pe ba hu da. Ashanti region any voter region they are the same. Anytime you have Voltarians buafu bi na Asante for so buafu. say Udu Ashanti no jina na do me on betu bi ni aboro no ebini om de beboro no me na mka kire wo ma dwa because say MPP eso de ba me on tani Mahama so nya tani nti Asante so on petani o ya Mahama na so kofa ba me on so ye tani aba say ye nta competition nti Asante for be den NDC ye tani nti o me so mo nto Mahama o ye tani Professor Samuel said, "Oh, yeah, can you metal?" Says about me, so tell sometimes I sit down and Voltarians said, and anytime be a who say, a baby tia when you saw tete, Voltarians and Tahini Buafu. Ebia, what do you say? Oh, Yera, a Santini. Oya Santini etidi ma refi okọ rara ne dia rara e ka vota ho mewa. You guys are not thinking. Krobia Asante kotoko 246 to ababi o ne body pa ene anglo hene mewa. Womo ye brothers o. If you don't know, I'm telling you today, they are brothers. So don't you ever sit somewhere and think that when we are before, when we are Asante for, they are Ngos and the Raras and the Asantes, they are brothers. It's in ancestors Asante ni dia some woman share when any word ja. Obetu se ya. When we said we see can adventure, offense him and keke sapon. Oh, I don't hear keke sapo. Say, oh, that 50 akonya no na. Anytime voter is angry, Ashanti is angry. Anytime there's peace in Ashanti, there's peace in voter. Anytime there's joy in voter, there's joy in Ashanti. Maybe you don't know. Look at it carefully. Obetiase. Who say fantifobu afu bebre ya? Who share kwa pimni ya busan caution. This country tribally is intertwined. It takes a sensible leader to know not just votes. No, we here. You must know. Sahantafo and Nzemafo ebufupe we share probunia hwenenim. So we share hantani any Nzemania uhu krobunia ayahwe kroboni nso anim. It's a voter region problem na eda ho no. And then no asama mbekani o. But atiafa so asamna edaho no emotionally no the people are hurt. You are breaking one down completely. Already no be describing one say inward looking people. It is some inward looking. And untina time na tidal waves ne ba no obi ama mehweme. Ena ye bie nsuo no so be ton me no so obi so ba ya keka de opechre. So emotionally breaking in three: political emotions, economic emotions, psychological emotions, and health. So for you now, so I break it down our voter region. It would take us years as a country to repair that damage. Say I mean, okay, say MPP for voter region now they have started singing the NDC songs. Upabusa. MPP for kakra fiane gu voter region no. It's for the love of their lives. Almost started to NDC songs. Munko peda nado oko ho na okasa no abranche na ochire mu ko odifi brofo ko ever hwenanim wo so ochia na ne behwe Akufo Addo style bi oka mo pa video numra na mo mbona mo observe say ya me no okasa yi food security is a huge thing of voter region. Food aduane. Let's not talk about water. Nyamiado musika na mekasa monseno no madu 11,000 kakra bi guso ende menkai ba kese na wum dem kai 11,110 million o mi phone yuso me mfa kapre ebi gu akire aduane a wo Volta region na are contaminated. And now my Volta region now are contaminated. You know why? Ya de ebini mamen kana nya wo ya. Ibini KVIP se wo ho ina a flood. Ma ho se wo ho ina no a flood. Eti ayema na epi bapi. Wono ma wonum bini. Na epi gu nsonim. Ebini nko ha. O cho video no be say bini ni tetani. E ho no o say omudi aduane papa nti o mo nta nyare akple. Ene sesa wa no nti ebini ni mu nyadu. Say ye ho de anka dase ho ton. Wo mo de na tani boat. Cause akple fetiri dachi ene den wo maduane ba ko bi no fetiri toto fetiri toto abobitaji aduane ni mu oha ni din na eso ba aduane de mu oha akple kete atani fetiri toto toto but forget about toto and so be a toto ba bia aduane ya mu die atani to mu de ni na asam nso ni ena esepiko nso num kakra wo wi a na wakọ wo mo mortuaries a ewo that enclave ni na also enso na fa funu no any chemicals na de hye funu no ene ne nso abegu nsuo nim wo wi eno a o se nsuo ne baby ofiba no galamsey areas nsuo ne nam ho so na eba kakra bi won potem ho isi region ho baby kakra to galamsey if you get to know afasa chemicals ne bi cyanide ne kan for so e de aba begum wo wi a na wakọ cemetery enso na fa cemetery no now wo ye pathologist ne wo ye funu hu ne ma na minim da sesese ekura no ye wo cemetery managers kofosu ye funu se de esese wo ye wo managers enso kotai efunu ho na enso ni puba na wonom a ese wo ti asese wo kidney wo se no eti eno so abefra nsuo nim now any tedie enwan emponche enkokọ ensuo na fa wo a wo nso awu ewom a wo nso wo nkasa eno ne niam na apro no eno so afra nsuo no wo dwene ho are you thinking now baby a dumping site baller baby a wo to baller agu no ensuo no so afa baller no ena nsuo no so afa baller nti no baller ne kankan ne pampan na wo baller ne mu no eno so atwe ahono abegu nsuo nim aya na me pese nipa dwen bebetra I just want your brain to start working baller no now we call various hospitals now endro na wo mode ye adwuma no afra nsuo no we are talking about drug abuse it would mean no say we call maternity homes na oba wo a na kira ade no yedigu hin ni na no nsu afa ye yakura wo mu ni say bodies na e she fridge mortuary ho no nsuo no tai mortuary no ho enti body no wa start pro and ono nso oba nsuo nim. This is what is happening. Maybe you don't know. Mama nchewa de fabric say ade pamantade ya ye shey. Sheda fa atade she nsuom 3 days ko hia nsuo no. E bon brutal. Eti entade na ebi a linons, ebi a silk, ebi a cotton, ebi a den ni na afra nsuo no mu no. Sa smell na wodi nsuo bucket si ho na wodi atade hyema 3 days na epuba no. Eno so efra nsuo no. Now watch this. E man na wo mabu wo nsa dada no. Pad no wo mto gu hin. Ebi no wo de efra kogu bolam. Ebinum de ohwa no da hye politin bag no wato twaw eti emane pad ne mu moja no so afra nsuo no Me person odi mechi. You see, you will not get anybody to give you this picture. And also afra ensuo nimbi. Eti ensuo na ewo Volta region sa enclave ni mu sese no, you can't drink any water from there. You cannot. What try a ubewu. Met me at ensuo aye bibia ma ekumu kote. Metra sese ye. Mema unsuo normal unsuo ya moto ya wa unsuo na bottled water na no. Ma portion na ma. Me the man now know the man now know at a certain time at a particular volume me kumu kote sese ya. Ebe kunu ta. We peda do come with my full herbal clinic na ko pedro do man san kote timi asore. Ensuo ebe kumu. Now, so when him say bayire e moya ye ni enyini a what the bayire chef from yam udua yam from na say afi na efifa when him say poisonous abo ntimi mfa na no nka uka say dentra tete ekura ntimi we sa bayire ni na no epuaba wokɔ central regional wutwa bode eto ha wutwa kwadu eto ha sa ni ti no ye fa no otu se body no and dry na nsuo fa na wokonom a ubewu poisonous. And don't forget say see am no ka say no kwadu nsuo fa 4,000 acres sa nsuo no teneba. So there's nothing like food security, nothing like water security, no health, no nothing. And over 200,000 people, all these people have been displaced. They are homeless. I can't show that. Are you thinking about those who are 70, 75, 80? One better him pacho one womenya stroke oda fietio nipa no wenya stroke why helpless untimi nsore nante. Such a person ensu akoto no wodem me wodan wonsa me den na me fa because me wu ono so wu. Who is saving who? Oh, yeah, calculation. Yeah, Mr. I'm so be a we, and so on the tree. May start to say, yeah, head counter. Mibusa, Ghana Statistical Service. Papa Bakum say, are you guys more yeah head counter now? I'm so the captain and I'm so fair. When I'm saying that is statistics. If you be a Yatifia has a CA, we say finance, any a anti office. Any Mr. Antiam office, over 400 people now you will fear Hana Ye Jumano. Antiama will be our data. What it means is that Oko Volta regional, if you be a mono, woman pado doa, a wolf. Have we started doing the head count? Yeah, start to say a head count, Anna. Ghana Statistical Service to her. And then we are just saying it, obianwi. Men can't so obiawu. But scientifically, we got to be sure. Why partner started for pen and paper? And gathered, put together data. That if you be in Suona Fano, any part of the Senate, so if I were, and one said one, Daniel Achu, head of house. One, the wife, the ma, any part of the world, if you only know, we must know. We must know. Patrona money wa hen. Mon we duane wo fia na samo to aduane. Ana misachu de wako invest we adwuma media general. Che de wo ko weekend nti e bia weekend bia kodura no wo yere no wo ma mu pie kodidi. You take all this into consideration, then you sit down to analyze the data. It will help you how to handle the situation in terms of health, in terms of food, in terms of water, in terms of everything. But nobody is doing it. Yet what you can do, no, please, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. Say crowd win him a car by bebo. Various assemblies, offices in a flooded. It's computers ne go hono two and a chrono. Wo kwaya kwaje permit. Wo dan ne ho krata ne nyina no two eko. And for documents. Ni nyina say. A kapa and abeda hono. And abanzi uniska. Tidaka or train IMF sikai. Abai niska u. Abai uniska. The Voltarians no we hear mwa kese. Tida me catch us say ye won tade a fabra. Me ana me kan nsuo ba se me de bi aka ho. Me mfantama gubi a ma ha say ya tade. Wo ba e bebi magu woni ya ba bam. De anya ne be yi wade ama san de akọ. Ti so ye pensuo e yensuo. There were 11,000 ewa sitting right here on this phone. Kakra bi guachiri. Na yen to nsuo ni mo enko. So wodi aduane anya aduane papa nsuo betimi a clean from our system. Na ho etimi ato. Timi srew. Nsuo no wodi mo ntomra, to nsuo ne bra. Ghana ni bia ban nsuo sachet de ba ko a, onim nsuo dodo e de be ko Voltarian. Enkrofo kra send me message say omo kasa omo de be fa mo am kasa na omo de be dom ye no ye won so 2000 ye order 2000 from Sikana ba last week nim omo so mo 1000 awie obetimi akolodi amaye na ye mwa wo omo ye nuanom eti wo ntema e wo ho wo ntade papa e wo ho me ma start sorte ye me shena bi na me de be ko Adena me am shena bi na me yini nyina unsu yi wu ntade no bi sese wa ye kese atade no enko ena nyame adom wa san fon atade no so ye kese a chen fe no so bra ye mbobwa santade no ni nsuo no wo mu ade bi a wo wa ye de boni pa ho ban ye be ye no me pa cho efie ne ye be ko Saturday ya ma ye pese ye de ko Saturday ye pese de ko Saturday ya ye pese de ko Saturday ati ye pacho baby awo bia no eno amia call mankasi Pentecost for so bebre nsuo ye meje mo famra mo sheda mfan sika mo mra ye nam kwanso ye rekosuru na mo de aba na ye de aka ho ne ye de ko ye sra mo ma ye nsuo ntade because nipa ne ko no amfa na tade anko Wamfashe anko. Emi yao. Yemi ya. Because this is avoidable. Say nya avoidable mpa. Manageable. Say ka krebi na du tema. Me bonya me mpa say endu tema china. Na enyiri tema. Na bankran. Na kan kreso yiri na Jubilee House are flooded me bonya me pa pass nsuo no bread tema ntam china get to tema. You think it's an easy thing? It is not. Ya nwene nipa ho e wo mem ha. Madam for me ko talk car will be honor. Em so no ntua car ni wie. Na ka say 5,000 say 7,000. E no ko ye gidigidi beje safwa me fama, meje safwa me fama wanya metobo abo meje den akwara so talk car no ko sese ye. E o ebo windscreen panyinan. O se wa pan na wie a wo de anya hwe. Metua wo sika na ma. Ba me yenko na ko bisa windscreen ne bo. Omko na 12,000, on so do ka 8,000. Kwase abe na wo mu. kwase ebe na wo case we say na yebu Ghana say na yebu Ghana Chama nipa de wo mani mu de bia na won koma ye wonya whistle no nyame adom mato me the red fabric na sense ko jan no me the sense ada me bo whistle no me ba be catch you me ma 1 week notice say enipa wo ho nyina nsuo ya fa mu nyina brabo asai Madam for obabi pa bi wo ho area menene kasa de mbusa se no munyeska mo top pad wo hen I say captain you are talking about pad you are not talking about water and food shops na man bu on sa obekwa top pad wo ho no de ahye na ha mu no shops ni na aflade ti pad ni na no asai every day obabi subu ninsa say man na ebu on sa Voltarian no on be fa matade ye me suit mfa kwan na em yes pad abaye problem pad abaye problem pad aye problem and kwada ebe ko school enemri hwe se de sika ho sia ye den and now you 5,000 aye the so 1 week na sa 5,000 to 1 week na sa hwe wo mo makọ private schools e Voltarian o makoto books ensuo afa books no you see we need to think school uniforms ensuo no asay no any schools na ankasa structures ni nyina offices ni nyina ensuo no agye afa ni nyina no have you done the calculation the cost of that no you see we are just not thinking maybe your president can by now state of emergency under the whole Voltarian me declare time state of emergency that ensuo na duru watchna by now you declare a state of emergency attention in now all the ministers you line mu in amamo mu in amu what is our school something na to nchen he won e ton tema e wo dwoba hodo boutiques e wo ho yay what quantify she provisions shops ne stores e wo ho sachet products ne ade yina no ensuo na fa obi achigare ebia be bottom 100 egu baby part of Voltarian be ho omudua koko sa ne mani na no ensuo afa yay ya dwene ho fish ponds ahodo e wo ho ekrofo invest sika e wo ponds nim ebi obi kokra fingerlings bi baye encheye na we baye have you done the calculation ya yes calculation no kasa entimi nko na kasa entimi ma wodi ano to nchen kra nya hwe filling stations na fuel stations na nsuo na afa nso ye wia nsuo na twekura no ese omo dump all the fuel na ewo from honi na omo tugu because automatically nsuo ebekom nti ye ntimi nton who will bear that cost are we thinking she dynasty one hwere aye asema make can be no producer ko chi kakra mam A dine sambra bium. Fair. The diner started here, no. Unyamia wa domu ti isle gone. To Jamaica no hear one chase here. I say it could be 5 days for her. Next time. Yeah. The fuel stations in Nano made me fear a gas LPG. Say be what is so far. Now I start to say SCP. A ban so anymore. Mistake kitu ebi na ja. Ebe chen secret. EPA ewa hey. When we call all the filling stations, what are they doing? What are the safety measures EPA putting in place? Ewa all the fuel stations. Ewa these areas. Who is doing that? Nobody. Nobody. When him say pemrebe to be at dansum 1 year. Answer we. Nipa be a cobra o cobra to be dansum 2 years. Eti man you wadwin say snake. O wonsuo we mu a wawu onwui. Ena insuo no womo na mu anom si snakes no ekeka wo anti snake serum no kra no mpo no ayasem ti snakes no ekeka wo ewo nsuo nim na wa hwe se owo kawa eni kwa se di nsuo kawo na owo na wonam nsuo nim na wo na kawo nsuo nim okwan okwan mimi njai kan ema na enyem no na hia me ema na wo mo nyem no won na wo hu hia me enkwada ye less than 7 years wo mo da hen wo mo wo hen ema na wo mo nyem 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, no, one more hen. Painful bet me a fan so him, so or quahin. Or quahin. A hen and a sanko for you down, one more call. Hey, one mudria and mono. Yet to come and ye preach eat Ghana rice, eat Ghana rice, eat Ghana rice, eat Ghana rice. And more penso pa, benso the trifa so pa. Na question so na say. Na mo na say. Factories now my we mo na gugu bottom egu ono ayedey. Please. 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 Ye do baby a esese ye dream nipa eho. If you say nipa ye boa no na ye moa no. Hwe fa nana do video no na hwe ade. Wo de abante na ogina ne nchen a o kire mu fi brofo. E de ko ahona kasem no. Share body language akwa bi so te sa bante na chi o she white aya hwe won the you share
the people here, you, beginning with you and the elders, to understand that when something like this happens and government acts, government is acting for Ghanaians, all Ghanaians. I came here because Ghanaians are having difficulties and are suffering.
Pause it, yeah. One nipa me do the other one or shirt blue no. Pacho kwechi kakra na sabo be hwe omi enu communication no wo besere ased you to mom na kan asem acha Akufo Addo song ka so na kan yansasem o hwe na nimu anu nya asem ka but
Yata Ivara. And it is my responsibility to try
me va tu gomenyebe Ghana to kuki no le fulano alebo le fukwe Yata Ivara.
And it is my responsibility to try and help.
Ibe doda sie nyebe ya jagwagba akpede
Pause na haya mami.
Because
akwani what done it no onyate try and help people no kan it ni kwajim. O say oluma wakan kwasem. You need to share, baby. But someone say you can't try and help. If you're a leader, there are certain words you don't use. I will try and do it. There'll be we a candy for. You can't say I will try and pay your school fees. There'll be even if you are trying to pay, you don't tell your child I will try and pay. It means that you are very, very irresponsible. You are a dirty-minded father. You try. Try where? Try what? Yes, Voltarians are Ghana for. But at that material moment, you know, and you're Ghana for you know, Voltarians. Catch them say, Volta region for what you want. Sometimes when you are communicating with people, use who they are to communicate to them. They will know how you care. Twasumam. Odu baby obeka so beto aba na
because if it's a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, I shouldn't be here because you don't vote for me.
How's that? Now, Odu baby, I feel it's about counting votes and whatever. Shall papa your tea or share space with the chair. Any day, Okuta microphone and Kasakura or Sreye. Bobium Yanko
to try and help. Because if it's a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, I shouldn't be here because you don't vote for me.
Where you say that? Where you say that?
But that is not my concern. And in any event, one day you will vote for me and my party.
I want to tell you, maybe a young son if you bowl man hono, it's in aqua dodgy there. Academy. You see, we a leader. What's be why you see you? And I think so we need to put up a proper leadership college in this country. The word try should not be part of any leader's vocabulary. I am trying to do it. You are trying to do what? Trying? Are you a slave? You are a leader. Hey, you don't say I'm trying. Trying here, he said, as a Grofaka, you better try or never. Then to try. Anyway, you're fault. I'll catch and say, and so on. So, I'm trying. So catch and say, Monsomme here. It is to say you are still in the trying process. So keep trying him. Keep trying him.